Hey guys, this is Matt from RVTravelAdventures.com. We're here picking up our Grand Design 2250 RK from storage. We do have to store our RV in a storage facility because we live in an HOA community. So always want to make sure we do a complete, thorough walkthrough before we tow this thing home. We'll do a complete walkthrough, do a couple of little things, and load it up when we get it back to the driveway. But it's about 5 miles back to the house, so we want to make sure we're safe. We got everything ready to go. So we're going to do a quick walkthrough, show you some of the key things you want to look for before you hook up and tow for any distance, even if it's just for a few miles. We always start right up here. We use a Fastway E2 hitch. It's the round bar hitch. We particularly like this switch because it's sway bar and weight distribution all in one hitch. It also allows us to back up even at sharp angles without unhooking the trailer. So got our chains crossed, hooked up, make sure our trailer brakes are hooked up, get everything locked down and ready to go. So it looks like we're safe here. We got the hitch all up and running. We're going to do a quick walk around to the vehicle, make sure our ladders are up, make sure our door handles are closed. So we make sure everything is good to go. We're going to double check all our door panels, make sure that everything's locked up. That way when we hit the road, we're nice and safe. We're also going to come down here. We're just going to do a double check. Real quick, we're going to look at our tires, take a look up at the brakes, make sure everything looks good underneath here. Nothing hanging down, no wires, no damage. So we're good to go there. Our tire minder sensors are in good shape. They're all attached. Nothing's come off while it's been in storage. So looks like we're good to go here. We're going to check back door. We're going to go inside in just a minute and double check the inside before we go. But we do want to double check the back, make sure our lights are on, make sure everything's good to go. And everything looks good over here. So we're just going to do a quick walk around. Everything looks good out here. We're just going to double check our tires down here on the outside. Again, double check our tire minders. We're going to double check our treads, make sure everything looks good underneath, nothing hanging down. It's a fairly new trailer. Everything looks real good. We just want to make sure it's been in storage for about a month without us here. So just want to double check everything, make sure we are good to go. Everything looks fantastic. We're going to go in, take a look around, and then we'll be on the road. All right, so we come up into the back of our 2250 RK from Grand Design. A couple of things when we do our storage. We use a Camco magnetic switch to keep our fridge open just so it doesn't get moldy. So we want to pull that out before we drive. Just take a look, make sure everything's good. Make sure we get a good latch on both the freezer and refrigerator before we move. We're just going to double check all our cabinets, make sure everything's good to go, make sure everything's closed. Make sure nothing's shifted around, everything looks good. We're also checking for any ant or rodent activity because we do store this for long periods of time between trips. Everything actually looks really good to me today. Oftentimes we get some ants in because where we store it there is some water and some trees, but everything looks good. We're going to double check these door latches over here, make sure that everything is locked. So as we're moving down the road, nothing moves on us, right? Everything looks good. All our cabinets, TV is latched into place. Everything looks good. So we should be good to go. Everything looks great. All right, guys, we're back in the cab of our Dodge Ram 1500. A couple of things. We do have our flashers currently on just to check the trailer lights, and everything's working back there. So we're going to go and shut those off. We also have our tire minder gauge up here. Keep an eye on all four tires in the back. Hopefully avoid a blowout if we can detect a slow leak. So we're just going to make sure that's fired up. Everything looks good up there. And then we're just going to take a quick look down. Our brake controller is showing a good connection. You can tap the brakes a little bit, show we're good to go there. So we're just going to test the brakes as we roll out, and we'll be off on another exciting weekend. Make sure you guys follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That's RVTravelAdventures.com.